What's going on, everyone? The Carolina Panthers play at 4 o'clock today, so I said I might as well hop on and talk some Halloween and do this live commentary on Halloween 2018. So if you want to watch along with me, I haven't started the movie yet, so just pop in the movie and we can watch it. And how is everyone doing today? Yeah, so next week is the big day. Halloween ends. And I'm going to see it on Thursday. Jay Gregory, what's going on, man? Let's see what I'm going to disagree with you about today. Probably a lot, like usual. But yeah, it's been a while since I watched Halloween 2018, so, I figured, why not watch it? And like I said, I'm never going to watch Halloween Kills ever again. So, I'm definitely not doing a live commentary on that. I did it before on my channel, so if you want to check that out, you can do that. But I'm never watching Halloween Kills again, so there's that. I'll see if a couple of more people come in before I start the movie. So how's everyone doing today, on this Sunday? I'm going to go ahead and hit the play button. It's at the Universal logo, so I'm gonna just start the movie. Yeah, it's crazy because I straight up hated Halloween 2018 when this movie first came out, but when Kills came on the scene and it was just so horrible, I was just like, man, this movie Halloween 2018 is not a bad movie. Let me see. I got to go to the menu. And I know a lot of people say they like the posters of this Halloween trilogy, but to be honest, I feel like all the posters are lazy. Halloween 2018, Michael just looks sad on the poster. Halloween Kills, I will give Halloween Kills that. The poster was cool, but it wasn't original. And Halloween Ends is just lazy and sloppy. It was more of a copy and paste thing. But one thing I will say about Halloween 2018, I love what John Carpenter did with the score. I bought the soundtrack and I bought Halloween Kill soundtrack. And one thing about those soundtracks, I don't know if they went cheap, but I bought them from the same place. Now Halloween 2018 CD, it actually had, it was packaged like a real CD, and then Halloween Kills, everything was plastic and cardboard. I don't know why they went cheap with that. What's going on, everyone? Yeah, we got a few people in the chat. And smash that like button too. If you're watching, if you're ready for Halloween Ends, smash that like button. If you're not excited for Halloween Ends, hit that like button. But yeah, I'm watching it right now, and they showing Dr. Sartain. And I'm gonna be honest, guys. What really turned me off from this Halloween trilogy right away is that how are you gonna open up a Halloween movie with Michael Myers unmasked? And that just took away the whole mystique of Michael Myers right away. Like, they opened the movie up with his face being shown and him surrounded by other people. So right there, you're lumping them in, saying that Michael Myers is basically in the same group as these other people, so he's really not that dangerous. They should have just had him on the courtyard by itself instead of with other people, in my opinion. And the whole say something thing, when he was like, say something, that was so corny. Like, why would you want Michael to speak and why are you making a big deal about it? Yeah, I didn't really like these two journalists. And I'm gonna try to look at the chat as I go, but I'm really trying to pay attention to the movie because, like I said, I haven't seen it in a while, so um, I'm just trying to pay attention to that. And looking back on it, I hate that they killed Dr. Sartain and they did that whole little plot twist because it was just a waste of time. Like, they wasted that character. Especially with him being Dr. Loomis' understudy or whatever. Like, he he should have been the male figure to like help Lori and everything like that. They needed a male figure to I guess carry this trilogy. I didn't expect him to have a mask on while being incarcerated, but you don't have to show his face. Like, you didn't have to show his face at all. You could have just had him in a dark room by himself, and the investigator, journalist, or whatever, just talking through a small little crack to Michael. Like, he out there in the courtyard with everybody else. Like, what I'm saying is, Michael isn't separated, so he's just lumped in just like them. Like, so it's nothing special about Michael. And I wouldn't even show him locked up in the first place, because that means, is Michael really evil considering he's been locked up for how many years? 40 years? And he's been a good citizen. Nothing happened at Smith Grove or whatever. He hasn't attacked anybody. So it just doesn't make sense. And like I said, it turned me off when I seen him in the courtyard, and then he turned around when, dude had the mask. I think his name is Aaron. What's that dude's name? I can't remember. But anyway, he showed him the mask and Michael is twitching, turning around. And I'm like, why did they have to show that? What's going on, Tom Horror? What's going on, everyone? What's going on, Josh Lamar? Sebastian, what's up? Yeah, I feel like in certain parts of Georgia they have great mood and atmosphere, but I don't know. It's just the wrong location. Like, how is it so hard to pick a location and film the movie in October or, early November? How hard is that to do? You see, Halloween 6 did it, and they captured the, essence of Halloween perfectly. I know it's a money thing, but really, why would you film a Halloween movie in South Carolina, North Carolina, and now Georgia? What sense does that make? Like, I don't know. And I'm from South Carolina, so I haven't been down to Charleston just yet, but I plan on going soon. And I hate they tore down that Lori house, but I might go down to Savannah, Georgia to check out those filming locations. And for anyone new coming in, I'm watching Halloween 2018. I'm giving commentary, and right now they're in the courtyard. Dude is holding up the mask, and everyone is going crazy. The Figaro dude. And then he's begging Michael to say something, which is stupid. And let me know, can y'all hear the movie? Because I don't want to get copyrighted or the stream taken down. So let me know down in the comment section. Yeah, and then they had the pumpkin, and then the pumpkin, rising back. So, coming back to life. Yeah, I'm looking I'm looking forward to watching this actually because Halloween 2018 might move up on my ranking. Other than Halloween 1978, which Halloween movie is y'all go to watch on Halloween? Like, I always have my Halloween tradition. I usually watch, Halloween 1 through 4, and I try to get the Thorn trilogy in there, but that's it. I don't watch H2O. I don't watch Resurrection. I don't watch Rob Zombies, and honestly, I haven't watched Halloween 2018 either. So, I just mainly stick to the OGs when I watch it on Halloween. But yeah, Halloween 4 and Halloween 5 are definitely my go-tos when I watch it on Halloween night. Oh, and of course Halloween 1978. But yeah, Halloween 4 really. I think that's a fan favorite in the franchise. Yeah, Halloween 3 is great too. Keith, what's going on, man? What's going on, Sonic Doom official? Tom Horror, what's up? So they're pulling up to Lori's house, and I think they got the $3,000. See, this is the comic relief that I like. Like, you know, they were begging to talk to Laurie Strode, and Laurie was giving them the cold shoulder, and then she threw out the money. She said, "How does $3,000 sound?" Or how much it was. She opened up the gate. See, that was funny, and it was serious at the same time. So that's the comic relief I like. Not all that Julian stuff that went on, or the peanut butter on my penis joke. So they should have just kept the comedy, serious, and get a little chuckle out the audience. What's going on, Horror Union? Yeah, right now I'm looking at them enter Laurie Strode's property, and just look like everything is dead. There's no leaves or whatever. And like you could tell it's February or January whenever they shot this, and then there go a shot of some pine trees, and that's Southern. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it still should be a little bit color on the trees, and people always came at me, oh, it's October, and leaves don't supposed to be on the trees. No, leaves supposed to be on the trees, and they're supposed to be colorful. So I never understood that. Jamie Lee Curtis did good in this one. I'm not gonna lie. She did good in H2O also. I like her in H2O better than this Halloween trilogy. And I don't understand like why every time they transport Michael Myers, it happens to be on Halloween and it happens to be at night. It's crazy. And also it happens to be raining the majority of the time they transport them. And what's also crazy is like, they had the bus, transporting the patients. I think the police supposed to be escorting them too, so, that's kind of a plot hole. Yeah, I agree. McBride and David Gordon Green, they don't really know about mood and atmosphere. All they know is to listen to the fans. We need more blue lighting, so let's add more blue lighting in Halloween Kills. So, let's add more stalking in Halloween Kills. Yeah, I agree. James Jude Courtney, he's the star of this trilogy. Yeah, he's the only bright spot, to be honest. He's the only bright spot. And I don't know if it's true or not, but when the production of Halloween Kills was starting up, it was rumors going around because everyone was signed on, and all the actors you could see that they had signed the contracts or whatever. But James Jude Courtney, it took a long time for him to sign. He was like one of the last ones, and apparently they didn't want to pay him to come back. Well, I'm not gonna say they didn't want to pay him, but they lowballed him, and I guess they were negotiating. I guess they were trying to get over on James Jude Courtney, so that what took so long. So, why would they want to do that? Like James Jude Courtney is the main one holding up this film, so yeah. See, that's the shady stuff going on with Blumhouse and people. So it's just a matter of time. I'm waiting for that Taking Shape book to come out and the new Taking Shape book to come out and expose all the drama that's been going on behind the scenes. Sonic Doom. Yeah, I agree. Jamie Lee Curtis' best acting is in all the promo interviews she's done. I agree. I definitely agree with that. Here come Andy Matichak and here come Judy Greer. Um, and Mr. Peanut Butter on My Penis, Ray. Like, why would he be setting the mouse traps early in the morning before work? Like, that could wait after work. Or why wouldn't you do it later at night or in the afternoon when you get off work the previous day? In the movie theater, nobody laughed at that joke either. Like the peanut butter on my penis. Then nobody laughed at that when I seen it. And Karen, he's looking at him like, why did I even marry this fool? Yeah, Judy Greer acting. I'm not sure if it was her or the direction, but she was awful in this movie. And I mean very awful. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't bring Richie back, but I'm pretty sure they thought about it. They thought about every single thing. You already know they thought about who can we bring back. And now they're walking down the street. Yeah, see, all these callbacks and original stuff. Like, who walks to school? I know back in the day they did, so it was common for them to be walking down the street carrying their books. But now, who do you know walk to school? Like, that's strange. Yeah, I'm just looking at the atmosphere. It's dead leaves on the ground, no leaves on the trees. Yeah, this is awful. It doesn't look like Halloween. I'm sorry. And a lot of people say that they do like, the mood and atmosphere in this movie. I just can't understand it. And now I see why people was possibly thinking that, hey, Blumhouse might be trying to, set up Allison to be the next final girl, because it's coming back to me. They did set her up like she was the new Lori, walking with her friends and everything like that. So I could see that. And they introduced her boyfriend. They spent a lot of time on Andy Matichak, so I could see why people said, hey, she's next in line. But at the same time, when you have all three final girls live at the end, that's taking away time from Andy Matichak. Like, what was the purpose of this movie? Is Laurie Strode lived, Andy Matichak lived, and Karen lived. There was no high stakes in this movie. Nothing happened. What's going on, Maestro Megatron? Yeah, y'all should check out his channel too, man. He me and him agree on a lot of things. He hates this Halloween trilogy, and I do too. Jay Gregory, I used to walk to school my whole junior and senior year. But how far away did you stay from the school? Was it a mile, 2 miles, half a mile? Happy birthday, man. Don't turn up too much. And look, we starting to get into the callbacks. Andy Matichak looking out the window, seeing Laurie Strode. And she keep calling her mom, her grandma, and grandmother. See, it's just the dialogue, the little stuff that they can't get right. And people, think, I've seen YouTubers say that Laurie Strode was like strung out and all that. But I don't think she was that crazy in Halloween 2018. Of course, she was ready for Michael and, was ready for whatever. But I don't think that she was overboard. Like, see, 10 minutes away ain't oh, well, yeah. Damn, that's a long walk. No, I do not count H2O as a sequel to Halloween 6. I don't. I know the Myers fan 25 said that, Halloween 6 could be a sequel to Halloween H2O, but I don't know. You have to piece it together just right. Yeah, they did put Jamie Lee Curtis on screen too much, but at the same time, she's your selling point. It's the reason why it grows so much money. Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, I love this score. John Carpenter did his thing on that. I'm not gonna lie. Even though John Carpenter is a prick and he's selfish and he's, I don't know, me personally, from the outside looking in, I'm pretty sure he's a great person, but from the outside looking in, John Carpenter seems like a rude individual, and he only cares about himself, and he looks beneath the fans. Like, he looked down on the fans, and that's just the vibe I get from the outside looking in. I could be wrong. Like I said, he might be a great individual or whatever, but from the vibe I get, it's all about him and nobody else. And I think I said this in my last stream. If it wasn't for Halloween, John Carpenter wouldn't be where he is today. And I think it'll be a tough little battle, like, to have Wes Craven movies go against John Carpenter movies, and you eliminate Halloween. Like, it'll be even. Laurie Strode sitting in the car with the gun and watching Michael and the inmates get ready to transport. And one thing about this trilogy compared to Halloween 1978, Halloween 1978 felt like more of a smaller town. Now, this new Halloween trilogy, it's just so many people. Like, even when I'm watching these people, the family out to eat, when they go outside and Karen gives that awful dialogue and that backstory or whatever, her growing up, you see all those cars flying by. I'm like, it's a lot of people in Haddonfield. And then in Halloween Kills, look at all those people in the hospital. Like, I never seen a hospital that packed. You thought it was a metropolitan area. Like, I don't know what the deal was with that. Like, Haddonfield's supposed to be very, very small. And it doesn't seem that way. Yeah, Carpenter definitely sold out on us. Yeah, I agree, Keith. That's the worst line. Besides Evil Dies Tonight. The worst line is when, Laurie said, I saw him. I saw the shape. Yeah, that was cringeworthy. Yeah, Lori was just going through some things. She socially awkward. That's about the only thing. But other than that, I believe she was okay. But I think they should have played it more like a H2O Laurie Strode. I might do a H2O watch along soon too, man. I love H2O. I know a lot of people hate it. And before I even came on this YouTube stuff, I thought Halloween H2O was beloved in the Halloween community, but a lot of people hate it. And I can understand why. Of course, they have all those ugly masks, but just imagine if, Halloween H2O had that 1978 mask. That movie would be great. And maybe a different Michael Myers. Yeah, Kills, it went cheap with the soundtrack. But I do like the theme, the Halloween theme. That's the only thing I like though. Yeah, I definitely gonna have to do a H2O watch along. Yeah, and Rob Zombie's Halloween H2O, Haddonfield doesn't seem that big, and I agree. Man, Rob Zombie's, the first one, I'm telling y'all, that movie is a classic. I don't care what nobody says. And I hated that movie. But it's aging well. I don't know whether it's aging well because I've got Halloween 2018 in my mind and Halloween Kills in my mind. But Rob Zombie's Halloween 1, it is slowly becoming a classic. But yeah, Halloween 2018, they brought in all these family members, but yet the movie isn't connected with the family storyline with Michael being her brother. I think that would have made more sense. And like I often said, I know Blumhouse and I know David Gordon Green wish they could go back and go the sister brother storyline. Like, that's the bread and butter of the Halloween franchise. Everyone knows that. And maybe you could go beyond Halloween Ends if you had that sister brother storyline connection and all of that, but they screwed it up. And here's the little boy and his dad when they find the bus crash. But everyone was shocked when Michael killed this kid. And I'm like, he's a kid, maybe on the borderline being a teenager, so it wasn't that shocking. Now, when Michael walks in that house and he sees the baby crying or whatever, in the movie theater, that built up a lot of tension because everyone was in the movie theater like, oh, please don't do it, please don't do it. But me, on the other hand, I was like, to show that Michael is brutal. He didn't have to kill the baby or whatever, but he could have tilted over, the carriage or whatever. Like, he could have tilted over because the baby was crying, getting on his nerves. Or he could have just tilted over and kept going. I think that would have been a great choice. Virginia Gardner. Like, who is she, though? I know she played in Halloween 2018, but I've been hearing that name go around a lot. Like, what other movies has she played in? What TV shows? And this bus crash scene, I didn't really like it. Um, I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to bring it back to 1978, like when Michael broke out of Smith Grove and you had the patients wandering around and stuff like that. But it just didn't work. It didn't land with me. Then you got this police officer on the ground. And apparently Dr. Sartain caused this crash, but who knows? And if the police officer was still alive and Dr. Sartain caused the crash, why wouldn't the police officer like express that to the kid? Like, hey, watch out for the doctor. He's evil or whatever. Yeah, and he shot Dr. Sartain. And what's crazy about Dr. Sartain, like he actually went to the hospital the same night and got released and was able to do all that stuff he did later on in the movie. And I'm like, that's a big plot hole. So there go Michael, killing this kid. And yet again, they got his face exposed. And here go Hawkins playing pinball in a local liquor store. Yeah, Hawkins should have been a sheriff, man. But they had to do Blumhouse things. They had to do the checklist. They had to get a black person, a female lead that can't die, or have Michael kill her. So, the Blumhouse good for those checklists. And like I said, I have nothing against none of that. But having a black sheriff in Haddonfield, Illinois doesn't make any sense. We didn't see no black people in Halloween 1978. And all of a sudden in Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills, it almost seemed like a black movie. You see so many black people and it really doesn't make any sense, as far as like the continuity or whatever. Well, y'all got all this food going on in the chat. Y'all making me hungry. Dr. Sartain, yeah, I wouldn't say he's the worst character in the series, but he's definitely one of the most wasted characters in the series. Yeah, here go another callback. They walking in the graveyard like 1978. And see, there go another the caretaker of the graveyard is black. You get what I'm saying? Like, make it make sense on why all these black people all of a sudden came into Haddonfield. I know a lot of people scared to talk about all that stuff, but I'm just being real. Everyone knows that, you have towns that's more populated with white people than you have towns more populated with black people. We all know this. But do y'all think Haddonfield, Illinois is predominantly black? I don't. And 1978 proves that. And then Michael is straight up in the graveyard with an inmate jumpsuit on and nobody's paying attention. Here comes Sheriff Barker. I like Sheriff Barker because he don't care. He got that I don't care attitude. Like, he gonna be sheriff regardless, and I don't care. And like I said, Hawkins, he should have been a sheriff, but as we know in Halloween Kills, that backstory, he done killed his partner, and it almost seemed like Hawkins purposely killed his partner. Because we all know Hawkins can't shoot. What we gonna do? Cancel Halloween? Oh boy, he was a jackass. Yeah, they want to be more diverse, but ease it in there. Don't all of a sudden just push it on us. You get what I'm saying? Michael Myers walking around. How they not notice this? Resurrection Church van. And that woman was looking crazy. Like, I never understood. Was she trying to tell those people? Because she was giving them the side eye. Like, hey, this dude crazy. Like, her eyes, went some way. Like, I believe she was just trying to give him a heads up. Now, all those people, we just seen, and Michael got away with killing all those people in that short period of time. Yeah, see, the first thing when I was watching this movie, I was like, oh, they going the H2O route, and they're putting in Halloween 4 by stopping at the gas station. Michael got his jumpsuit, okay. See, that can't be original. Like, I don't know. So many callbacks. It almost didn't even seem like a fresh Halloween movie. It just felt like a Halloween greatest hits. Appreciate that, Megatron. Yeah, I think sooner or later I'm gonna watch some Halloween fan films. Just I actually like those fan films, and not the fan films that's real polished and stuff like that. I like those fan films shot on cell phones and stuff. I can enjoy those for whatever reason. Definitely too many callbacks. And this BP station, this gas station, I'm definitely gonna try to visit in Charleston. I heard the people are pretty cool about, telling stories about them filming there, so I'm definitely gonna try to check that out. And the only thing I didn't like about this scene, it was okay, but I wanted to see Michael kill those people instead of, seeing the dead bodies. They could have showed us what happened. And see, you had a mechanic, laying there. That's straight up Halloween 4. And then the bathroom scene was straight up Halloween H2O. Now that bathroom scene in Halloween H2O is top 5 scariest scene in the Halloween franchise. I love that tension. What's going on, Hog? Yeah, I like those low budget fan films, man, because they're not worried about the budget. They're not trying to overdo everything, over polish. It's just a whole bunch of friends, just having fun. So that's why I like, those movies like that. Joe Grizzly. Yep. Joe Grizzly, yep. That was a bathroom scene also. So you can, I guess, they stole from Rob Zombie. And see, they showing his face again. Like, we almost like 30 minutes into this movie. Maybe even 40 minutes into this movie, right? And Michael is showing his face throughout countless scenes already. So people can't complain about Rob Zombie, with him growing up in the backstory, but yet, love Halloween 2018 and seeing his face like we are. Yeah, I didn't find this scene scary at all. You want to know why? It's because he didn't have his mask. And then he's popping the trunk. Michael Myers is popping the trunk in a 2018 Ford Focus in broad daylight after killing all those people. And nobody else has stopped at the gas station during that time to call the police or anything. And he's closing the trunk of the Ford Focus in broad daylight. I don't know. That looked like Nick Castle to me. That didn't look like James Jude Courtney. That looked like Nick Castle to me. But yeah, they could have just scrapped that scene with him getting his mask or whatever. Yeah, I know they showed his face at the end, of Halloween 1978, but it wasn't for that long. Like, how long was it? 10 seconds? And then he put the mask back on. And then we seen him as a child in 1963. But, that wasn't long either. And plus, he had a clown mask on, so. Oh, 3 seconds. So, he didn't even show his face that long. 3 seconds. Yeah, I know. It seems like they love these kitchen fights. I don't understand why they chose that either. Like, we seen a whole out brawl in the kitchen in Halloween 2018. And now it seems like at the end of Halloween Ends, that's what we're gonna get again. Another kitchen brawl. Like, get creative. And I hate it, the radio tower stuff and all that, but I would have rather seen them fight at the radio tower, which is stupid. It's a stupid idea, but I would rather see that than them, fighting in the kitchen again. Yeah, I know he showed his face in Halloween 5, but according to y'all, everyone hates Halloween 5, so that's why I really didn't include that. And I love Halloween 5. I know, right? Michael Myers slips on gravy, and that's how he get killed. Michael Myers slips on gravy in the kitchen, splits his head open on the island, and dies. Yeah, Karen talking about the world is filled with love and understanding. And what's so sad is it's people really living out here that act like Karen. See, there go two other police officers that's black. Like, yeah, like like I said, I shout out to David Gordon Green and Blumhouse for getting a lot of black actors chances, but it just don't come off as genuine. I like the pacing of this movie, though. It's going by real quick. Like, look at all these kids in the street. Haddonfield seems like a big town. But there go Michael Myers walking up. Now, this is probably my favorite scene in the Halloween trilogy so far. They shouldn't even play the Halloween theme right here. When Michael does this long walk and break into people's house or whatever and get the hammer. Like, they should have just kept it quiet. Like in Halloween 1978, everything is quiet. They play the music in, certain parts, but I just felt like it should have just been quiet. Nothing but the atmosphere and stuff. And hearing the kids trick or treat. That's all you should have heard. But this is definitely the best scene in Halloween, in this new Halloween trilogy. Appreciate that, Hawk. Yeah, Michael went to town on on that woman with that hammer. James Hugh Courtney had a little belly right there. But see, yeah, this the part right here when the baby's crying and Michael is just walking and he stopped and looked at the baby. I would have had him tilt that baby over and, just kept going. Not kill the baby, but just tilt it over. And people say, oh, the baby wasn't a threat to Michael. A lot of people aren't a threat to Michael. Michael is a coward in a way because he sneaks up on people. So I just felt like that would have showed that, wow, Michael is very, very dangerous. Dangerous as he ever been, according to what Lori said. And then you got the nurse and the doctor. And just like Halloween Kills, now the nurse and the doctor, those two, the black couple, the man, he was depicted as being a soft male. And the woman was the more, alpha male. You get what I'm saying? Like, she knew how to shoot a gun and everything like that. That's what I'm trying to say. They tried to make the women seem like more tougher than the men. And it's all the agenda that, Blumhouse was pushing or whatever. And I think Jamie Lee Curtis was a big part of that as well. You said that nurse is out. She's cool too. I seen her do a live stream with a couple of Halloween people in Halloween community. Yeah, she pretty cool. And this is Marion Singh. That was a great kill. I'm not gonna lie. I just wish it would have, had her in the house a little bit more with Michael, like going upstairs and going downstairs, and then Michael killed her. Like, it just happened too quick. I think they could have spent a little bit more time and suspense with that. Because it made no sense in reality of Michael even going in that house and just killing her. You get what I'm saying? Like, he just went in that house and killed her. Why would he do that when he could just get inside the car and, like, do whatever he wanted? Then you have this Halloween party. I don't know about y'all, but did y'all have, like, Halloween parties at high school like this? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's a new thing. Maestro Megatron, when your next live stream or whenever you gonna post another video, man? Yeah, Keith, I heard that Black Camaro in Halloween 5 is supposed to be haunted. Don Shakes, yeah, I heard the story behind that, which is very cool. Here come Julian. Yeah, Julian, he was, I don't know. His character is probably the worst in this Halloween trilogy. Oh, okay, Friday night after ends. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a great rant. I'm not sure when I'm gonna post my review of Halloween Ends. It might be that night when I come home from the movie theater, because I'm going to see the movie at 5 o'clock. So that's very early. So hopefully I'll be out around 7:30, 8. And I hate going to the movies when they say like the movie started at 5, but in reality, through all like the previews or whatever, the movie doesn't really start until like 5:25, and you just sitting there waiting. And you done ate the popcorn and everything like that. But yeah, so I might upload that night depending on how I feel. I might be too exhausted, but if I'm pissed off, I might upload right away. And Julian doesn't seem that much younger than the dude that Michael killed in that Jeep when the bus crashed. Like, so why didn't Michael kill Julian? You get what I'm saying? That would have made sense. He killed that little kid. That little kid wasn't a threat to him. They should have just had Michael full out brutal in this movie. It is called a horror movie. Like, if you're gonna introduce kids, nobody should be off limits, right? Like, why why have that crying baby in that movie if you're not gonna do something? You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I know it's an hour and 51 minutes. I hope I don't fall asleep. That's too damn long for a Halloween movie. But that Terrifier movie is longer than that. Yeah, they should have never killed Vicky. Um, I felt like Vicky had a little bit better personality than um Andy. Yeah, I heard Terrifier is good, but like I said, I can't trust y'all with these new movies. Y'all think everything is great, and I'm not saying y'all specifically, but I'm just saying like the horror community, like on YouTube, it seems like every new movie that comes out is great and it's a masterpiece. Like Nope, The Black Phone, and both of those movies are garbage. So I can't trust y'all on movies. Maybe y'all just have different taste than me. And honestly, this Vicky thing, I think it was the Myers fan 25. I think he pointed this out to me. He was like that Vicky scene when Vicky got killed. It was almost reminiscent of Rob Zombie's when Danielle Harris was getting drugged and getting stabbed in the back. I could be wrong on that though, but I think that's similar on how Danielle Harris was getting stabbed up in Rob Zombie's movie. Yeah, the black phone wasn't scary at all. I don't really think it was meant to be scary. It was just, I don't know, it was just stupid. Like I said, I never finished the whole movie. I watched 30 minutes and I turned it off, and I'm never gonna watch it. No, I haven't seen the movie Ghost Story from 1981. I might have to check that out. Yeah, I'm gonna probably check that out. So, do y'all think Halloween Ends will actually be the end of the Halloween franchise, or you think Malika Akkad is cooking up something right now and got a whole bunch of ideas? Yeah, I don't know about the movie X. I'm gonna watch it eventually, but that mean if I watch X, I gotta watch Pearl. So I don't know. I might give it a try. But like I said, with these new movies, if in 30 minutes I'm not feeling it, I'm turning it off. Yeah, Vicky had. I feel like Vicky, she had like the most charisma. Like she could have been Lori's granddaughter. It almost seemed like she got that it factor. You get what I'm saying? Like she's more polished or whatever. And here goes Julian saying that he seen Michael in the closet or whatever. Michael should have just killed him. And you know what? This is what they should have did. Michael should have killed him, and they never found Julian's body. And Vicky's, flipping out saying, "I can't find Julian" or whatever. So they should have played it like that. But like I said, I don't know. They don't make horror movies like they used to. Yeah, I wouldn't mind them doing like a show on Loomis, but how interesting would that be? And plus, I really don't want to see that because Donald Pleasance is no longer alive. So if it's not going to be Donald Pleasance, then I don't want to see that. What kind of spinoff would y'all want to see though? I mean, where can they go? Minus season of the witch, like I don't know what they could possibly do. Yeah, I agree. Vicky, she's a star, and you know what? People been trying to push. What's the girl name that played in Scream Five? The little girl. Damn, what's her name? And she played in X too. Somebody comment her name down below. The girl that played in X and Scream Five. Yeah, Black Christmas 1974 was pretty good. Yeah, Jenna Ortega. Yeah, everyone keeps saying that she's gonna be the next big thing in horror, and I'm like, how? Like in Scream Five, she barely did anything, and I haven't seen X, so I don't know. But I don't understand why people are gravitating towards her. I mean, I've seen nothing special about her. Yeah, Dave McCrae said that, but I just don't understand what's so special about her. Like, she didn't even have that much screen time in Scream. But Dave wasn't the only one who said, that. There's been other people saying that too as well. Yeah, see, like Julian, see Vicky getting attacked. He talking about, oh shit. Like, come on. And I'm sorry, but the way she slipped and fell and hit her head, I don't know, man. Yeah, they should have kept Vicky alive, yo. I feel like, damn, see, yo, this should have been Andy Matichak right here playing Vicky, and Jennifer Garner or whatever her name is should have been Laurie Strode's granddaughter. In my opinion, Scream Five wasn't good. It was just a modern day film. Um, it wasn't good to me. Then we see the season of the witch mask, another callback. See, like, why did you have to even put that in there? And see, Hawkins had a chance to kill Michael right here, right now. Yeah, I like Scream, but I like the original. Scream 2 is okay. Scream 3 is okay. When I first seen Scream 4, I thought it was pretty good, but it hasn't aged well. Um, and Scream 5 was okay too, but it should have just ended with Scream 2 in my opinion. And we all know that Stu was going to eventually come back because that's what all the fans are talking about. I like how Laurie Strode hopped out the truck with the gun pointed at all the kids. Talking about go back inside. I wonder where Julian went. Like, We see him run, but we don't know where he went. Dang, you make me seem. Oh, you said Scream 4 came out when I was in second grade. Wow, I was in 12th grade. Yeah, Cameron. I didn't really like Cameron's character. And then go Lori shooting at Michael. They both miss. And I just don't understand like how Hawkins is a police officer. That goes for anybody in horror movies. Y'all ever get that feeling like when somebody's watching you and you can feel that energy? Like I'm pretty sure like some paranormal people understand what I'm saying. How how you can feel some energy next to you. Like how can you not feel Michael is in that house? It's all about sensing people. And that's what's wrong with a lot of people nowadays too. Like they're not aware of their surroundings. Like with me, man, I'm third eye focused. I'm paying attention to every single detail, everything. Even when I go into the stores and everything, I'm scoping out people, and I'm just alert like that. And I just feel like most of America, they just not. Yeah, I noticed that lately too. Like it is a lot of Scream talk going around on YouTube, and I'm like, I never knew that many people like Scream or was obsessed with Scream like that. Like they talking about Scream like it's Friday the 13th or Nightmare. Like I said, Scream 4 is okay, but I don't know, it didn't age well for me. Look, people are dying, and Sheriff Barker was smiling like, yeah, dude, a jackass. For all we know, Sheriff Barker might be behind all this. And this was a cringeworthy line too when he was like, so you're the new Loomis. Well, Lord Strode said, so you're the new Loomis. I thought that was cringeworthy. Which is my favorite Friday the 13th movie? Uh, I have to go back and watch, but off the top of my head, I like Friday the 13th Part 2, and then I would probably say the original Friday the 13th. I like the first four movies. After that, I could care less. And I don't like the remake or reboot or whatever it was. That movie was just entirely too dark. You couldn't see anything in that movie. Like I know horror movies supposed to be dark and whatever, but it's a difference between being dark for scary and dark I can't see anything. What is my favorite horror movie of all time? Halloween 1978. Keith, Zach from Ghost Adventures, is a cool dude. Met him in St. Louis at the Limp Mansion. Oh wow, yeah, Zach. Zach. He's a cool dude, but you could tell that he's just in it for the money right now, and he's just. I don't know. They need to let Ghost Adventures go, but you can tell he's in it for the money. But he seems like a cool dude. Nah, I haven't watched the new Chucky episode yet. Now, with this new Chucky series, I tried watching it last year, and it was okay for like the first or five episodes, and then after that, it just started going off the rails. Like I like Child's Play 1, 2, and 3, but after that, when they introduced Tiffany and all that, I was like, I don't like it. It just got off the rails for me. And Don Mancini with him writing all that stuff into the storylines and stuff, like, I don't know, it's kind of throwing me off. And that's another thing too that, like, steered me away from the Child's Play franchise when they messed up the doll, like had all the stitches and stuff like that. I didn't like that. I like the regular good guy doll. But I'm gonna watch the first episode, and I'm gonna see how it is. And if Don Mancini is just going off the rails, I'm not gonna waste my time on this Child's Play, this Chucky TV series. Yeah, looking back on it, Chucky is goofy now, but the first Child's Play I like, and Child's Play 2 might be my favorite out of the bunch. And Child's Play 3 is okay, but it could have been better. But like I said, when Seed of Chucky, I went to see that in the movie theater, and The Bride of Chucky, it just became real stupid. The only thing I did like about the Chucky TV series was the atmosphere. I love that atmosphere. And Cameron was trying to kiss on Allison. Nah, that was funny. Now he was steady going in for like 5 seconds, and Allison didn't know what he was trying to do. She might have wanted him. I don't know. You know what I'm gonna have to eventually get into? I only watched 3 of the movies in the franchise, and that's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I heard that franchise is all over the place. I'm gonna have to take some time out and, watch those movies. I didn't like what's this dude name? Oscar. Yeah, I didn't like Oscar at all. Yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1974, that's definitely in my top 10 of all time. I love that. It's so realistic. I don't think I've seen The New Beginning. Yeah, this was okay with him killing Oscar. It was okay. And then when he starts going after Allison, I love that music. But I just don't understand. Like, he was going after Allison, and then Allison just got away. That was it. Yeah, see, I like that music. John Carpenter did his thing on that. What's your favorite soundtrack from the Halloween franchise? Mine is, of course, the original. And then after that, I would say Halloween 5. Then Halloween 3. Halloween 4. Halloween 2, 1981. Halloween 6. Oh, how could I forget about H2O? H2O is in the middle. I like H2O soundtrack. Even though a lot of people hate it, said that, it sounds too much like Scream or whatever. But I still haven't connected the two together. Somebody need to make a video connecting the two themes together, but I never heard it. Yeah, Terrified 2. Is it coming to streaming anytime soon? Do y'all know? I'm not gonna sit in no movie theater for no 2 hours watching Terrifier. I'm gonna have to just look up some reviews on it. Yeah, Hawk, that's what I was, saying. Like Scream soundtracks and Halloween H2O. I haven't connected the two together. Like, somebody need to make a video so I can see the connection. Yeah, Halloween 4 is creepy. I love it. And I just want to say, man, I appreciate y'all being here on this Sunday, chatting and, just kicking it, talking some Halloween. I appreciate the support. And y'all see how this going back to like, the social movement or whatever, but how they made Ray look so stupid and everything like that. Like how he got killed by Michael. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think it's a coincidence how all the male characters die. The strong male characters die, but the female leads always live. It just needs to make sense. Michael is just walking around. And this is where the Dr. Sartain about to explode. And Michael got ran over. Michael got ran over. He should have. What Hawkins should have did, ran him over and kept the car on him. But yeah, Hawkins should have kept running over him, or kept the car on him. Yeah, Hawkins. I don't know. Hawkins is a sorry police officer. He should have known something was up with Dr. Sartain. Like, he can't read the room. Clearly, that did, knock Michael out because Dr. Sartain took his mask off, so it did something to Michael. And it's hard to believe that all it took was a vehicle running over Michael to actually kill him. They could have killed him right then and there. And to look and see what he did in Halloween Kills and how he survived Halloween Kills, it's just, at this point, he's supernatural. And what I don't understand is that Dr. Sartain put the mask on, then took it right back off. In the movie theater, what was y'all reaction in the movie theater when y'all seen this? Y'all were like, why did they really do that? And people, I guess that could be a Halloween 6 reference as an evil doctor. So Michael's in the back seat with Andy Matichak. Why didn't he kill Andy Matichak and then, kill Dr. Sartain or whatever? Like I said, I don't know, it seemed like Michael, he wasn't ruthless in this movie. Because what's stopping him from killing what's stopping him from killing her and then just doing whatever he need to do to break out the vehicle? That was a stupid choice. And they showed his face again in the back seat. Oh shit. Y'all know what I just noticed? This is a straight up plot hole right here. Now, okay, Hawkins got stabbed, right, by Dr. Sartain. So when Dr. Sartain drove off, he drove over Hawkins' body. So how was Hawkins still alive after all of that? I thought he just got stabbed, but apparently he got ran over too. So Hawkins got stabbed in the neck, in the jugular, and he got ran over. And this cop scene, apparently they were trying to do Halloween 5 or whatever. I didn't like this cop scene, but and see, Michael didn't put his mask back on. The mask is in the back seat with him. Well, now Michael putting it on, but he wasn't really in a rush to put it on. I don't know. This is crazy. Yeah, I can't get over that. Hawkins got ran over. Damn, that's a big plot hole. See, now Michael got his mask on. And he kicks down the door and kills Sartain or try to escape, but didn't do nothing to Andy Matichak. Or however you pronounce her name. I just call her Andy Matichak. I don't care. Allison. The Corey is the new Michael part better be a dream sequence or illusion. We don't need a copycat Michael versus Laurie in the final showdown. We want the original Michael. I agree, but at this point, it's all but true. And I hate to say it, but it looks like Corey is going to be the new Michael going forward in this franchise. If somebody picks it up and want to pick it up from what Blumhouse is doing. So Michael just stumped Sartain's head and it splattered like like an old fruit. Oh, Michael killing everybody at this point. Killed the two police officers. And keep in mind, he just got ran over. So he went through that whole fight scene in the kitchen, then got his finger shot off, set on fire, and then did everything in Halloween Kills. Definitely supernatural. That's why I say, man, nobody is third eye focused besides Laurie Strode in this movie. Yeah, you could have did it that way, but Dr. Sartain probably would have been a teenager at that point in time, so he probably wouldn't even know about Michael Myers at that point in 1978. Yeah, the more he kills, the more he transcends sins. That was a stupid line. And right now, Allison is running through the bushes, and she's looking confused and dazed and stuff. And they got that straight out of Rob Zombie's Halloween. And y'all know when Ray get killed in Halloween 2018, that's the same thing that happened in one of the Rob Zombies movies as well. Like they literally copied everything in the previous Halloween movies and put them in here. Halloween greatest hits. That's all Halloween 2018 is. And Ray is walking outside. That's why I say, man. They made Ray look so stupid. He's playing with a yo-yo and know like that people are getting killed or whatever. And he goes outside after Lori says, "Don't go outside." See, they got to kill. He done killed all the men. Yeah, nobody could take that much of a beating and still be in that type of shape. It's impossible. And keep in mind, Michael is what, 60 something years old at this point? Yeah, I would rather for them like instead of saying that he's supernatural or whatever, just call him a demon. I feel like that'll be a lot more convincing. And see this part right here when Michael breaks through the door and grabs Lori, we see that again in Halloween Kills. But they actually kill Michael actually kills that man, but Lori doesn't get killed. That was like the same exact scenario. Which Michael would win, Tyler Mane or James Jude Courtney? Tyler Mane, hands down. If I could make a Halloween film, what would I do? Uh, I would keep the Thorn storyline, and I would just make a sequel to Halloween 6. Halloween 6, Michael is no longer in control. Well, the Thorn is not in control of Michael anymore. So at this point, we get to see Michael at his full potential without anybody controlling him. So he could be he could be dangerous, like even what he was before. So honestly, they done did everything, and I don't know. I wouldn't make another Halloween movie. I'm satisfied with what we got, minus this Blumhouse bullshit. Well, Could James Jude Courtney flip over a car like Tyler Mane did in Halloween 2? Tyler Mane was choke slamming people. He was more ruthless, put it that way. Laurie Strode couldn't survive Tyler Mane. Even, I guess he did in this version of Halloween, but Tyler Mane too big. Now this kitchen scene, it dragged on a little bit longer than what it needed to be. Yeah, Tyler Mane was a wrestler. So you saying that James Jude Courtney could possibly beat Tyler Mane's Michael? I just don't see it happening. Yeah, he took out a whole town of people, but look at the quality of people he was taking out. Don't get me wrong, I like James Jude Courtney, but Tyler Mane about 6'8", 6'9", and built. Even though James Jude Courtney, he's about 6'2", 6'3". It'll be a good matchup. I just want to know why Laurie Strode is still staying in Haddonfield after all these years, if she's been this nervous or whatever. And that's one thing I did appreciate about Halloween 2018, how everything wasn't on a sound stage. Like in Halloween Kills, you can tell everything was on a sound stage. Just like last night, I was watching that movie on Peacock, Beast, and everything's just on a sound stage nowadays. And I'm like, move they don't make movies like they used to anymore. And I apologize for not, streaming last night. I was gonna, do this stream last night, but I was exhausted. I tried watching WWE The Extreme Rules. It was okay, but lately, WWE's been going downhill. AEW too. I don't even watch AEW, but yeah, I thought Triple H was gonna do a little bit better job than what he's been doing. I could talk wrestling for days, and I've been thinking about starting up a wrestling, podcast or YouTube channel, because, I could talk wrestling 24/7. Yeah, see, like right now, it's just dragging on at this point. It gets building up that suspense, but I just don't understand why Lori got a shotgun instead of, a Glock. She got that shotgun. I mean, he can grab that. How do I feel about Bray Wyatt coming back? Um, I fell asleep on that part, but um, did he come back as the Fiend or did he come back as Bray Wyatt? Because if he came back as the Fiend, that doesn't make any sense. And I just feel like Bray Wyatt is useless in WWE, to be honest. I feel like he killed his own self with that character. And plus, you're not going to put people over. Like, when people go against the Fiend, like, y'all remember Seth Rollins in that Hell in a Cell match. Like, luckily Seth Rollins is so good at what he does, he bounced back from that, but most people wouldn't. Like, Bray Wyatt in that Hell in a Cell match took like 10 curb stomps and it didn't work. So that means your signature move is not effective. If you do it on somebody else, it's not going to be the same. It took 10 curb stomps to even do that to one person. I don't know. It's just crazy. And then the Fiend was set on fire and in the ring. I don't know, man. It's just stupid. What's my opinion on Halloween Resurrection? Halloween Resurrection is just a good popcorn movie. It doesn't bother me like it bothers other people, but I see why people hate it. But at that point in time, Halloween was just a cash grab. It wasn't meant to be taken serious. It was just something, hey, we're doing this Halloween movie to appreciate the fans. Fans love Michael Myers, so here you go. That's all it was. But people take it real serious. Like, they brought in webcams and stuff. That was pretty cool. And to involve Michael Myers with that, I thought they was ahead of the time. But too bad people don't appreciate that or what they were trying to do. Yeah, if he came back as Bray Wyatt, that's okay. But I just want to know how they're going to explain all that. Damn, there's so many callbacks in this movie. It's crazy. Yeah, Halloween 2018 should have just been a one and done. And at least his mask is a little bit white in certain scenes in this movie. They kept that white. Now, in Halloween Kills, it's not white at all. And Halloween Ends, it's not white at all. And I just feel like if you don't have a white mask for Michael Myers, then he's not Michael Myers. Yeah, I call Andy Matichak, Judy Greer, Jamie Lee Curtis. I call them the Power Puff Girls. That's what I call them. Yeah, y'all talking about Tyler Maine. Y'all talking about Tyler Maine wouldn't beat James Jude Courtney. But how come Michael Myers struggled to flip over that island? I guarantee you Michael from Rob Zombies would have flipped that island over like it was nothing. Like I said, he flipped over a car. I'm pretty sure he can flip over that island. Now in the movie theater, I'm not gonna lie. I popped when Karen was crying and she was like, I can't do it, I can't do it. And then she was like, gotcha. I like that part. I'm not gonna lie, I popped a little bit. But she should have shot his head off. I can't do it. I can't do it. I like that though, cause she had me fooled. I was like, oh, she cracking under pressure, but it was all a setup. And then Jamie Lee Curtis with the cringe-worthy stuff. Happy Halloween, Michael. Now Michael got shot, right? And Lori had a clean shot on him, like to stab him or whatever. But Michael like, let me quit playing with y'all. And I think Aaron Armstrong did that sit-up. That legendary Undertaker sit-up. But did Lori not have a plan in place? Like, she knew that Michael would end up down there, but if you had other people down there with him, that doesn't make any sense. And there go Allison with the weak stabs. She cutting him instead of stabbing him, man. Stab him in the face. And now they locked him in. They about to set him on fire. And this one thing I did like, and that's why I say this should have been a one and done, because Michael, is basically gonna burn alive, and he's just staring at them like, okay, y'all got me, but you know what? I'll be back one way or another, and I'm not scared to die. That's exactly how he was looking. He was like, y'all think y'all got the best of me, but nah. I would have liked for them to end the franchise like that. That would have been great. Yeah, at this point in time, I feel like a lot of fans like James Jude Courtney more than Nick Castle at this point. But y'all have to keep in mind too, Nick Castle only played one movie. We never got to see Nick Castle's full potential as Michael Myers. But I always said this, even when I was talking with my homeboys back in high school or whatever, I was like, what's scary is Michael Myers being like 5'10", 5'11", 175 pounds like Nick Castle was in 1978 and having that superhuman strength. Like, that's what's really scary. Like, this dude is picking up people and doing that's really scary. Lori house is on fire. And they're going to be on the back of the truck. And people was like, oh, Lori is passing the torch to Andy Matichak. She gripped the knife and then let go like Lori did. People just look too much into stuff. And what kind of horror movie have the three main lead ladies live? Like, no one dies in the movie. That's what's crazy to me. Like, Halloween 2018 had no, nothing happened at the end. Nothing significant happened. But yeah, that's the end of the movie. After watching it just now, I don't know. I don't like it. Yeah, after watching it, I don't like this movie. But, that's to be expected. But yeah, I guess if y'all got questions about anything, Halloween Ends, Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, Halloween franchise, y'all can, send the questions in. I'll probably be on for like 15 more minutes and then I'll hop off. A tall Michael Myers is freaky. Yeah, it is. It is freaky, but I prefer him like to be average size and no homo. Average size and, be disruptive like that. But yeah, I just got a feeling, man. I don't know, man. I feel like it's gonna really disappoint me, and I have no expectations, but I just feel like it's gonna really disappoint me to the point where my rant is gonna be out of control. No, I'm not a gamer. I quit playing games years ago. Every now and then I got a PS4 and I play like old games like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and stuff like that. But I'm more of an old school gamer. But I don't play games like that. Yeah, I agree. Nick Castle was very ghost-like. And who knows, man? I might go live right after the movies. Yeah, I might get some other people to join me. Maybe I can do a collab with some other people and talk Halloween. I feel like that'll be fun to do. Yeah, yeah, I like the old game systems. You know, in my childhood, I had almost every game system: Game Boy, Game Boy Color, PlayStation, um, Sega, Sega Saturn. And what's funny, people don't even know that much about Sega Saturn. Not too many people had a Sega Saturn. And when Xbox came out, I was all about Xbox, and I know a lot of people disagree. I'm talking about the original Xbox. I know a lot of people disagree, but everybody like I grew up with or went to school with, everybody had a PlayStation 2, and I was like the only one who had an Xbox. And I used to be trying to tell people, Xbox has the better graphics, like, and people were like, no, PlayStation 2. No, I'm sitting here looking at it, and Xbox has the better graphics. And I feel sorry for anybody who had a GameCube. If you had a GameCube, I don't know what to say. Why would anybody want a GameCube when you have PlayStation and Xbox? Yeah, Halo 2. Yep, Max Payne was the first the first video game I had on Xbox. Halo was great. And one movie I played to death was The Simpsons Hit and Run. I played that movie like crazy. I keep saying movie. I played that video game like crazy. See, I knew somebody was in here gonna have a GameCube. The GameCube, it was just so different, and I couldn't really get into it with the controller. Like the controller was so different. I just didn't like it. But Mario and Nintendo always held its own. And I will say that I had a PlayStation instead of a Nintendo 64. But looking back on it, man, I wish I would have had both because Nintendo 64 had some great games. They had a great, library full of games. And, I hate I missed out on Nintendo 64. And I wish they would, like, come out with the Nintendo 64 Mini, because like buying a used Nintendo 64, I mean it's expensive, and I just don't want to buy a used one and it doesn't work. So yeah, man, I turned 30 this year, man. I'm getting old, and it happened so quick. Yeah, PlayStation, PS1, I feel like it's the best overall game system. And you know, uh, this is what I hate about the new generation of game systems. Like they don't have they don't have okay, so when PlayStation was coming out, like PS1, you had games for everything. And same with Game Boy. Like every TV show that's out right now, they had a game. You get what I'm saying? Like everything had a game. Everything in pop culture had a game. And now it's just more of like Call of Duty and sports games. And I just wish it'd get back to that fun era of games. Jay Gregory, man, you a young buck. But yeah, man, I'm glad y'all tuned in and checked in and watched me for a little bit, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and watch some Carolina Panther football, and hopefully y'all enjoy y'all Sunday. And I probably won't upload a video until the Halloween Ends review, so definitely be on the lookout for that. And like I said, leave this, if you're live, if you're watching, leave a thumbs up, show that support. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna, go ahead and log off. And like I said, man, appreciate y'all support and peace out.